Get it. This for the city, dawg. Look. They don't understand my mission for my city. I'ma get it. If it's broken, I'ma fix it. If you helping, I'ma listen. This for the city, dawg. Look. They don't understand my mission for my city. I'ma get it. If it's broken, I'ma fix it. If you helping, I'ma listen. If you not, then you just tripping. Move about my city quickly. If you're not gonna help it out, or if you're not.
Is everyone doing well? Oh, San Antonio on a Wednesday night. It is exquisite. Am I right? Right, Alex? How are you, man?
Remove your shades.
What's that? Remove my cake? My cake?
Your shades.
My shades. Oh, I need them. See, there's lights here, there's lights there. I have very sensitive eyes because I grew up black, and black people are sensitive to light. It's not scientifically accurate, but it fits as a good explanation of what's going on right now. You know what? Let's do a few round of applause. Can everyone clap for yourselves right now for coming out tonight? Awesome. That was cool. That was cool. Clap for Burleson for letting us do it here tonight. This is really great. It's crazy. So a lot has developed in the last week of American life, especially for us in San Antonio, with everything that's going on with Hurricane Harvey being so close, and being so close to that. That's unique for me, I think, at least, because I wasn't here when Katrina happened, so I was pretty young when Katrina happened. But what I am impressed by is the number of local people, local artists who are coming together to do very cool things to benefit that and to like show support for that. Next week there's a hip hop show in San Antonio. This is stuff that I know that's going on in San Antonio. There might be stuff going on in other, I don't know. Anyway, so there's a hip hop concert at the Paper Tiger that Creed 23 is putting on with Spy MC and a bunch of other people. It's going to be super cool. I'm glad that that's happening. I've gotten in touch with the hip hop community out here, and I'm glad that they're doing that. Let's do a round of applause for them for doing that. Everyone who's showing support for Hurricane Harvey. It's so huge, you know, like, and it takes such a large number of people because there's such a large number of people who are displaced, and I've just never seen it like this. So anyway, I didn't mean to take the show down or anything like that. Let's also do a round of applause for SA Cyphers for giving us the sound tonight. Check them out. SA Cyphers. Give it up for Rockaboy on the drums. The Dream Big Music. Okay. All right. I think you have a fan, sir. Yeah. Dream Big Music. What is that about? It's about dreaming big.
You know what I mean? Everybody has dreams. Everybody has goals.
Yeah. Said everybody has dreams.
You know what I mean? If you're gonna dream about something, man, dream big about it, man. Don't
I believe it.
second guess yourself. Sky's the limit.
I know you guys didn't hear anything, but he just said we all have dreams and don't second guess yourself. I feel like I'm translating something, but anyway. But that Dream Big Music is super dope. Check them out on Facebook, Dream Big Music. Give it up for DJ Ronald. What do you go by? DJ the Man? Okay, my bad. He goes by DJ the Man. Give it up for DJ the Man. Are they killing it tonight? Sounds really great. Okay. Give it up for SA. I already did SA Cyphers. Give it up for IMBC, Disclosing Company. I feel like nobody wants to do the applause. It's because you don't know about the company. They're a really great company, okay? If you check out Go Live with Kinyo on our page one day, you'll see that it's a very cool company. All right. I'm going to continue. We're going to go straight into some poetry, but I'm going to do a poem first. My name is Kinyo, if you don't know me, and I'm glad that you came out because it makes it more fun this way.
Cheaper by the dozen here, food stamps and housing, it ain't nothing new here. We just wanted better jobs ever since we moved here. Trying to save the world cause it feels like the end's near. The future's so ever clear, but let's just pray we get there. I vow to be uplifting with this music that I'm giving. They don't understand that I'm on a mission.
September 7th.
Yeah.
Bracket.
Okay.
It's gonna be lit.
Is that your first time at bottom bracket?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know.
No.
Do you think AJM can handle bottom bracket? You're pretty straight edge, man. That's a pretty rough place.
He has that memory.
Oh, that's
I
true.
was there one time, but you got it, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this poem. I hope you guys dig it. It's called 2,000 Clouds. I'm a poet, so all I have to offer is poetry. 2,000 clouds, all with yellow edges, made their way down the side of the aisle of my sky, my side of the horizon. The sun had just begun to take his vows then. There is peace when we refuse to rage against the raging seas, when we allow our steps to sink beneath the sand upon the shore, hours before breaking up the knot upon the pier, to disappear upon the strength of oars and wind. I've heard 1,000 words juggled by tongues with ancient connection, sing praise to hours and moments of the day. I'll never say my time was never here. I traveled 4,000 years of stories. I traveled 1,000,000 years of air and never knew my own heart better. But God knows more than I. When His hands made my soul, they had far greater intention than my years and decades do now. Both time and rock have declared themselves a point on which I might stand. Both ice and chance, such in different states of being. There were 2,000 angels and 100 more on the way, making paths upon my sliver of dreamy hope. The sun had just begun to sing another hallelujah, and the echo would stay with me even as the sound waves became less and less, and their curves began to chip and age like old African government buildings. That's that piece. Hope you guys liked it. Very cool.
Birth of a hero. Time to save it. Up and away. Up and away. I'll be gone for a few more days. Up and away. You can't see me, you can't or touch me, no. Up and away. I'll be gone for a few more days. Up and away. You can't see me or touch me. Up and away. I'll be gone for a few more days. Feel like Superman, cause we up and away. Tryna pay the way, but you up in my way. Try to expand, but you beg me to stay. Know that I do this for my city and the team. Streets getting hot to the point they start to steam. You can kill me, but you can't kill my dream. Prime example, Martin Luther King. Y'all silly, I say. To really think you gon' top me. You can have a stop sign, but you ain't gon' stop me. Gotta help the city out by any means. So we had to push it like salt and pepper. Had to run it like a cheetah or a leopard. I've been praying for change for the better, but don't see it though. Had you lifted up like you want a level? Well, that's light work, like I'm lifting feathers, and that's Einstein. Cause I come too clever, so don't think I won't. Hit you with them facts that make you discombobulated on this grind until I see us out. Make it hero to my city. Don't know why they hate it. Claim that they love me. Don't know why they fade it. Guess they just tripping. Time to tie your laces. I'm the one and only. You can't replace it. City getting worse. Guess it's time to save it. Up and away. You can't see me. No. Or touch me. Up and away. They don't understand my mission for my city. I'ma get it. If it's broken, I'ma fix it. If you helping, I'ma listen. If you not, then you just tripping. Move about my city quickly. If you're not gon' help it out, or if you're not gon' ride with me. Been through this struggle too long, can't help that I put it through songs. I learned from my rights and my wrongs. The streets getting hot, grab them tongs in the mix, cause it's like an oven here. Steve Martin, because it's sometimes cheaper by the dozen here. Food stamps and housing, it ain't nothing new here. We just wanted better jobs ever since we moved. If you really wanna grind, then lend a hand with me. Had to do it for the people.
Native Tongues is really just a spin off of the group The Native Tongues. Make some noise if y'all know about the Native Tongues. Who know about the Native? Oh, that's what's up. Few hip hop heads in the crowd. Native Tongues, Tribe Called Quest, Jungle Brothers, De La Soul, all the greatest ones, man. And pretty much we look at Native Sons like we are the sons of the Native Tongues. We speak the language of the Native Tongues, therefore we are the Native Sons. And it's a spin off of that, so we got like the old school cover on it. All you gotta do is Amazon, iTunes, Tidal, it's everywhere. All that. Spotify, yeah, for real, man. We got it everywhere. We got it on the country station if you need it. You know what I'm saying? Little country version. I appreciate these fans up here too. I don't have to use my church time. I'm with it.
All right, Mr. Composition, grab it. No, Mr.
I'll
Composition.
say it
Too
anyway. No, like I think one thing about y'all that's so dope is that y'all got.
My first question is going to be, how important do you feel it is to use your voice to push, you know, social issues? And the second one is based off of y'all's album. Have y'all read the James Baldwin book, Native Tongues?
What Trump is doing in the office, we have a lot to say about that, and we wrote a couple songs about that. You know, just announcing the issues in America and just the whole world in general. So what we wanted to do was just kind of bring it to the forefront and just let people know, because we've always put our lives in the music, and that's one thing that is just part of our lives, you know what I mean? So it just makes sense for us to put it in our music for the people to listen to. And we always made music for people to relate to, you know. We never speak about anything that we've never been through or, you know, never even did in our lives, you know what I mean? So it's always relatable.
It's life. It's the reality, you know. Like I said, it's a whole philosophy behind MC Square. You know, being that Einstein was a theoretical physicist, you know what I'm saying? He had dreams of, you know, obviously he had the logic behind it, the math behind it, but he always theorized the things that he believed in, you know, and he himself said imagination was more powerful, you know, than intelligence. And it's absolutely incredible when you think about that. You know, it's the concept of physics. Everyone's heard of, you know, the concept of chemistry and what chemistry is. If you meet somebody, you know, you might have chemistry. If you hear a song, you know, oh, I got some chemistry with that. You go to a new job, but we believe in the concept of physics where everything should be natural. I mean, as MC Square, we kind of came together and it was just a natural vibe. We met Kate and it was just a natural vibe. The way we get on the music, the people that want it, this train. Just the other day, we just celebrated James Baldwin. Amazing book, amazing concepts. We try to imply that as often as possible. We actually just got done watching a YouTube video of a debate with Baldwin and another colleague of his at Cambridge. I watched it a while ago, she watched it, and it was absolutely incredible because that was filmed back in the 60s, you know, 50s, and even then, you know, an entire crowd of Cambridge white dudes stood up and like gave this dude a round of applause and standing ovation for talking about the black struggle. And we see it clearly now that, you know, it's still here, it still exists, and, you know, even though we've made leaps and bounds and came a long way, there's still a long way to go. So definitely, man, James Baldwin was of a huge influence on that title as well.
Trying to save the world cause it feels like the end's near. The future's so ever clear, but let's just pray we get there. I vow to be uplifting with this music that I'm giving. They don't understand that I'm on a mission. Keep the kids out the streets and get their families out the slums. They don't understand that I'm on a mission. And I stay super focused like I'm on that NZT to be the best that I can be. I'm on a mission. Ain't for the city. Wanna help me if you really by my side. If you really wanna grind, then lend a hand with me. Had to do it for the people that's up in the slums trying to make y'all read a lot.
For 1 whole minute, and we did not talk. We just stood there and people just looked at us. That was, I guess, the most important moment, and it was pretty nerve-wracking, you know. But I guess once I did that, everything else was pretty simple. But the very first show I did, I still remember I did not eat the entire day. I drank very little, and then it just happened. I didn't even talk to any of my friends the entire day. But after the show, once it was done, it is all fine from there.
Yeah, I know, I hear like public speaking is, I think, the #1 fear that most people have.
Right.
And so here you are kind of putting yourself out there. How long before you started to feel, I guess every time you get up, there's always a little level of anxiousness.
Right.
But you start to learn how to use that momentum to
Right.
propel you, correct? Tell us a little bit about that.
That is actually pretty true. Initially, I would say at least the first few months, it was the anxiety and it was the fear actually to even go up on stage. But slowly that develops, anxiety develops into the thrill of going up on stage. It's like a drug. I mean, you really want to. Like initially, I would be like, you know what, if I can skip going onto the stage, even if I wanted to, I would find a reason. Oh, I got this thing to do, I got that thing to do.
Right.
Now it's a need. I want to go up on stage.
Right.
And it's like going to the gym. Like once you enroll, if you miss a day, you start feeling guilty. And it's the
Do it
same
for the
way.
people that's up in the slums, trying to make y'all eat a lot. I'm talking more than the clumps, trying to get y'all in the better. Y'all don't wanna hear it. Time cruising possible, I'm on a mission. Yeah, I pray to see some change like a hesitated tip. I'm trying to get my city tips so they do better. Not just for the city, but also for themselves. When you help somebody else, you will feel better. And keep your mind in the books, or keep your mind on the money. Don't keep up with the streets. City, if you really wanna help me, if you really by my side, if you really wanna grind, then lend a hand with me. Had to do it for the
What's up, brother?
in the slums, trying to make y'all eat a lot. I'm talking
I'm doing
more than
alright.
the
So,
clumps, trying to get
from
y'all
an
in the
MC
better house and out
perspective
of them
to
dumps,
somebody
trying
who's
to
writing articles about what, Kinyo? What, or Robbie, what are you writing articles about, first off? I need to know.
Mostly about, I try to make sure everything that I write is important, first of all. It's not going to be fluff content. It's not going to be a listicle. It's not going to be something that's designed to get views. It's going to be something designed to help people. So the most recent things I've wrote about, besides recent art releases, the things that are going down in town, are how, per se, someone put on an art show and was successful at it. They sold pieces, what they did, how they reached out, what made them successful. We've got a long history of trial and error here in the city. But kind of just documenting like what's gonna help people like kind of learn and, you know, make what they love better, and reach an audience. Because I feel like the biggest thing I've been worried about is if we don't represent ourselves well in this city as the people who have made this city great, as the people who have made a city that is coming up and people are moving here in droves, we're gonna get, I guess, taken over by people who do know how to do it well. So I just want to make sure that people who have sweat, bled, and worked hard for the city can help themselves.
I know from like an artist perspective, you know, people try to work every day at their craft just to make themselves better, whether you're writing lyrics or playing an instrument or whatever it is, painting. As far as writing articles and stuff, would you say that you have a bunch of throwaway articles that you write for practice, or do you try to publish every single article you write?
You know, I don't ever start something that I'm thinking I'm going to throw away, and that's kind of actually my problem. I'm a little bit too much of a perfectionist, and I'm a little bit too much of a, I got gluten in my brain like that, you know.
that's up in the slums, trying to make y'all eat a lot. I'm talking more than the clumps, trying to get y'all in the better house and out of them dumps, trying to get you through the rain and Look, I've been trying to get it for the fam in the city, so we eat like Thanksgiving. Do it for my city, had to do it for my city. If you really wanna help me, if you really by my side, if you really wanna grind, then lend a hand with me. Had to do it for the people that's up in the slums, trying to make y'all eat a lot. I'm talking more than the clumps, trying to get y'all in the better house and out of them dumps.
Let's let this train pass through. Shout out to the train. It's getting crazy, guys. It's getting fucking crazy. We just had a train. I'm having a baby.
If you really wanna grind, then lend a hand with me. Had to do it for the people that's up in the slums, trying to make y'all eat a lot. I'm talking more than the clumps, trying to get y'all in the better house and out of them dumps, trying to get you through the rain.